Tonight on Connecticut's news station, ambulance workers on the verge of a strike. Negotiations coming to a head. The safety concerns as union members prepare to walk off the job.
Getting ready for a weekend celebration. West Hartford Pride set to kick off tomorrow. We'll have a preview of the major celebration.
And it's Travelers Championship weekend. The fun and festivities in Cromwell and the change in schedule because of the rain.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we begin tonight in Meriden, where first responders at a local ambulance company are getting ready to walk off the job. Good evening, I'm Ben Goldman.
And I'm Jen Bernstein. Unionized employees at Hunter's Ambulance are considering the move after contract talks have stalled.
Fox 61's Gabby Molina joining us live in Meriden tonight at Hunter Ambulance's headquarters with more on what this could mean for the communities it serves. Gabby?
Jen and Ben, negotiations have been going on for more than a year and a half at this point, and with talks that have now stalled, the union says that it's ready to take the next step. EMTs and paramedics with Hunter's Ambulance on the verge of a work stoppage.
Morale is low. I don't think I've ever seen it this low, and quite frankly, the employees are angry.
Union members at the Meriden-based ambulance service say contract talks with the company have slowed down and their concerns are not being addressed. Our
members did work through COVID. They were, healthcare heroes not long ago, and now it feels like they've forgotten about that.
The workers say they're stretched thin, and a growing coverage area and mandatory overtime is only adding to their problem.
They're expanding their service area to include Southington, which will likely see an addition of 6,000 calls a year.
It definitely hurts the morale, knowing that you may have to be working beyond what you are committing to the employer.
Hunter's Ambulance is owned by Hartford Healthcare as of 2 years ago. The union issued a vote of no confidence in management last month, citing safety concerns.
Radio communication, while they have improved in some regards, they have not improved to the point where we feel safe.
Hartford Healthcare says it's invested more than $3 million into improvements at Hunter's. The company says its latest proposal to the union provides above-market wages and the most employee-friendly scheduling policies among Connecticut's commercial EMS providers. President Gary Havacan said in a statement, "We do not understand why the union is talking about a work stoppage instead of focusing on reaching an agreement."
Neither side wants a work stoppage. We want to be there for the community. We like what we do.
There is no date set yet for when a work stoppage would occur, and if it were to move forward, it's not clear who would take over coverage in this area. Live in Meriden, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Gabby, thank you very much. Well, we are following breaking news right now out of Russia tonight as a private military contractor is calling for an armed rebellion, taking aim at Russia's defense minister. This is video of military vehicles mobilizing in Moscow tonight after the leader of the Wagner Group posted a series of angry videos and audio recordings today. Those videos accuse Russia's defense minister of ordering a rocket strike on the Wagner field camps in Ukraine. Wagner has thousands of mercenaries stationed in Ukraine. We'll continue providing updates on this and as new details come into our newsroom, we will keep you updated.
All right, let's get to the weather watch here. It is Friday night. We've got the whole weekend ahead of us. That's good news, but a little bit of bad news here. It's not all going to be sunny.
No, there's a chance for rain here, especially tomorrow morning. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us. Rachel.
Yeah, I think it's a wet start to the day tomorrow, but the weekend won't be a total washout. Meantime, we are losing visibility here in Hartford, 70 degrees. You can see the low clouds. And where's New Haven? It's in here somewhere, but we are seeing some dense fog. And take a look at some of these visibilities. Less than a quarter-mile visibility in Chester, right around a quarter-mile in the New Haven area. Not as foggy in Hartford. And so I think we're dry other than the fog and mist for the next, let's say, 3 hours or so. But we're watching this area in here. That will all be streaming north as we head into tomorrow morning, bringing us a rainy start to the day tomorrow. Temperatures right now in the mid-60s to right around 70 degrees. As we head through the overnight hours, Goodbye are those comfy nights in the 50s where it's nice and refreshing. It stays warm and very humid with overnight lows in the upper 60s. Tomorrow morning, it'll be a rainy, wet start to the day with rain kind of border to border across the state. But as we head through the afternoon, we do start to try to dry things out, maybe a lingering shower at noon. But after that, clouds should break for some sunshine. And while we can't rule out an isolated shower or storm later in the afternoon, I think the second half of the day is looking a lot more promising. We'll talk about Sunday and taking a look ahead to next week coming up.
We'll see you shortly, Rachel. Thank you. Well, new tonight, Fairfield police say another pedestrian has died after being hit by a car earlier today. Police say it happened just before 3 o'clock this afternoon on Reading Road. They say a 45-year-old woman was hit by a car. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. The driver of the car stayed on the scene and cooperated with police. They're still investigating exactly what happened tonight and are asking anyone with information to give them a call.
The father of a Shelton teenager killed after a house party has filed a lawsuit against the parents accused of hosting a party involved that night. Kevin McGrath, the father of 17-year-old James McGrath, says Paul and Susanna Leifer recklessly endangered others by allowing minors to consume alcohol and by failing to alert authorities of a fight that erupted at the home. Police say the parents were home during that party in May of 2022, where there was allegedly underage drinking and a scuffle. Police say that fight continued at a second location where McGrath was stabbed to death. 16-year-old Raul Valley faces murder and assault charges. The Leifers are also facing criminal charges pertaining to allowing minors to possess alcohol.
Staying in Shelton here tonight, police say that they've arrested 2 people for allegedly stealing a car from a 78-year-old woman back in April. 18-year-old Devontae Beeman of New Haven and a 16-year-old teenager are both being accused of following a woman after she left the Big Y on Bridgeport Avenue. Police say that the pair trailed her until she eventually hitting her vehicle on Independence Drive. They say when she got out of the car, one of them jumped in and then drove the car off. Beeman is facing multiple charges tonight and will appear in court this Monday. The teenager will appear in juvenile court.
One person was injured after being pistol whipped during an armed robbery in Bloomfield. This happened just before 4 a.m. at a business on Toby Road. The victim told police 3 masked suspects robbed him and hit him with a pistol. The victim also told police the suspects fired shots at the building and ran off into the woods. Police say one person was detained on scene but has not been charged. Anyone with information should call police.
In Enfield, officials have called off their search after reports of someone jumping into the Connecticut River. Officials say that no one was found, but dispatchers have seen a recent influx of calls from kayakers, prompting new warnings to stay clear of the Connecticut River until water levels start to calm down. Recent rain has contributed to the fast-running waters that's deeper than most people initially think. Kayakers say the danger is real this season.
Even the most experienced boater, especially if you're paddling, you can get worn out very, very quickly and get tired. And current can take you down the river very, very quickly and fast.
So if you are venturing out on the water, officials recommend taking a boater safety course first. If you're kayaking, you're encouraged to carry a whistle and a flashlight in case you get stuck out in the dark. Well, new tonight, Pride celebrations are happening all across the country this weekend as the LGBTQ+ community celebrates the progress made and the continued push for equality.
Pride celebrations are also happening in Connecticut this weekend. West Hartford holding an event tomorrow.
Fox 61's Jake Garcia explains how organizers are preparing for their biggest event yet. Jake.
Well, Ben and Jen, the stage has been set for the 4th year of the West Hartford Pride Festival, and each year the event has grown, so much so that this year they're at a new location, West Hartford Town Hall.
Tomorrow is it. It's finally here, so we're very excited.
Excitement is in the air as West Hartford gears up for Pride, and with every passing year, the event becomes more popular.
Every year it grows. Our volunteers grow, the town support grows, so building this out has been crazy to see it move from the town green to Blueback Square, now to Town Hall. You just know that it's going to be an amazing day.
Saturday's event will start at 11 a.m. on the steps of West Hartford Town Hall with city and state leaders speaking on the importance of Pride. This year's keynote speaker is the first Black LGBTQ+ person elected to the Florida legislature. Community members say it's important to hear what's going on from across the country.
And having a speaker like Michelle Rayner Goolsby coming here and talking about the things that are going on in Florida and our nation and making it real for us is so important to our community, so that we keep grinding and we keep pushing forward and keep pushing the movement forward.
At noon, the event moves to the parking lot behind Town Hall, where the festival and dance will happen for the remainder of the afternoon.
So there's something for everyone. It's family friendly, and we love our families here, so we hope that folks turn out with their kids, their young people.
All to experience the joy of Pride.
And it's really about representation for us to make sure that those who may not be comfortable coming out yet, or those who aren't comfortable identifying, or who may not know how they identify, can see that they're welcome here, they're loved here, and that no matter what, we want them at West Hartford Pride.
The event will happen rain or shine. West Hartford Pride is also expected to make an announcement, or what they're calling a huge announcement of support at the state level for not only West Hartford Pride, but for the LGBTQ plus community. Now, we have a full list of Pride events happening across the state on our website, fox61.com. Live in West Hartford, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
It'll be a big day tomorrow. Jake, thank you. We have much more.